G'day everyone, Paul Stoner here, CEO, Biggin and Scott, and I'm here to welcome Abid from the Melton office for Salesperson of the Month, January. Congratulations, first of all. Now, first time to the table for you, so a bit of history on yourself. How long with Biggin and Scott? How long in real estate?
Well, I've been with Biggin and Scott. We started off in June 2018 when the market was not the best to start.
Yes.
It's been close to 2 years.
Yep.
Before real estate, I used to work in hospitality. Big jump from hospitality to real estate.
Yeah.
Well,
Better hours.
Better hours, plus more rewarding, put it that way.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So, over that 2 years, you've learnt a few things.
Yes, I did.
You've made a few mistakes. Which is great. So where do you think you're at now after having made some mistakes? How does your day look like? How do you set yourself up to be able to be Salesperson of the Month?
Look, to be honest with you, I'm not structured at all. But what I make sure is what activities I do, they are money generating activity and I get most out of those activities.
Yeah.
Most of my activities happen after 5 o'clock. During the day, if I'm sitting in the office, I'm just working on marketing strategies, just getting the database right.
Yep.
And most of my inspections and appointments happen after 5 o'clock, and I prefer to go meet clients face to face.
Yeah, good. That's great. We were talking about that yesterday in our induction. So you like the phone. You like talking to people on the phone,
Yes,
and you like
yes.
making appointments.
Yes.
Are you much of a cold canvasser?
No. Look, I personally... it didn't work for me, cold calling at the start, so I'm not towards it, but I have to start doing more cold calls as well.
Okay, which is good. So for the guys watching, we always talk about don't worry about the people that you don't know, work on the people that you do know. So that's what you're doing, and you're creating appointments. So you find the appointments after hours is where your sort of client base is, or the market in your area, they like the after hours?
Yes, because Melton is the market for first home buyers. A lot of people who are living there, first home buyers, young families, working class.
Yeah.
So talking about the vendors, when we go see them after 5 o'clock, both husband and wife, decision makers are home.
Yeah.
And same with the buyers as well. If you're booking some private inspections, mostly the buyers are first-home buyers. So after hours, they come with the whole family, which help them making decisions straight away. Yeah.
So first-home buyer markets, what we know is there's a lot of call-offs, and there's a lot of subject to finances.
Subject to finance is look. All of my sales last month, they were subject to finance. But what I do is, I haven't had any finance rejections.
Yeah.
Because
how long is it taking now?
2 to 3 weeks. 2 weeks is pretty standard, but sometimes they ask for a week extension. Yeah. But when I take an offer, I ask buyer for pre-approval. I look at the pre-approval and then take an offer because I don't want to waste my time, I don't want to waste their time, and vendors' time at the end of the day.
Yeah, because you'd have a queue of people waiting if they don't buy it. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of stock at the moment.
Yeah.
So for some of the younger guys in the for sale market, so it's mostly a for sale market you're working in. How are you dealing with the vendors? And you're just telling me before we came on, you've got a vendor in Africa who's asking how finance is going. Yeah. How are you dealing with those vendors to keep them, settled during the finance approval process?
The first thing what I believe is with the vendor, they're trusting you for the sale of their asset, their property. First thing is trust. You've got to gain their trust at the first place.
Yeah. And
then, of course, educate them. Keep them updated with what's happening. Yeah. Put yourself into vendor's shoes. If you're letting someone sell your house, you want to be updated what's happening. Yeah. So at the vendor meeting, whenever I have set to sale meeting, I ask them how often would you be like to update it with the campaign? Once a week, twice a week, text message, FaceTime.
Yeah.
And then I make sure that I note down in my diary and I keep them updated with all that.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So it's great advice for when you do sign up on a finance clause. It's worth taking the 5 minutes to tell the vendor what usually happens from here. We won't hear much for the first couple of weeks, and then we'll be on to it because the finance company will be giving some feedback. So in the meantime, I'm not sure if you guys are doing this. We might still have open for inspections. We might still do all this stuff until it's actually sold.
Yeah. We do that. Yeah. I don't even put under contract a sticker unless finance is approved. I tell buyers, look, I'm working for a vendor here and they want me to open, and look, if you really like the property, get the finance ready And
so the incentives, the government incentives, are still keeping the market pumping at the moment with the first home
exactly.
buyers.
Especially in Melton, I always say Melton is heaven for first-home buyers. So with the 5% deposit scheme, what I observed in the market was there was a fear of loss in buyers' head.
Yeah.
So there were plenty of buyers with not much of stock on the market.
Yeah.
So that helped as well.
Great. And what are you saying for February? Good market?
Well, the market, look, to be honest with you, I personally don't look at the market. I just look at myself. If you want to do it, there were, even in December, we did really good sales as a team.
Yeah.
Well, the others were like on away on holidays. We did good, around 8 to 10 sales in the office. So market is what you think it is, personally. Yeah. And if you want to go get out there, get the listing and do sales, you can.
Yep. So have you listed well for February and you're on track to have a good month?
Yeah, so far I've listed, let me count. I think I've listed 5 property. One I listed last night, 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So yeah, getting ready for
good. What's days on market at the moment? How long are they taking to sell?
Look, what we do is our structure is we do off-market campaign for like 10 days. Mm-hmm. We tell vendor, we've got database of buyers because properties in Melton area, they are pretty similar priced, $500,000 to $600,000. So we have plenty of buyers from other properties in the database. So once we list it, we do 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks off-market campaign. Yeah. And during that time, we pass feedback to vendor if they are asking a bit emotional price. So we do price correction, and then once we go on the market, 2 to 3 weeks, that's the median delivery time.
Sam mentioned when I just interviewed him that Wyndham in general, you guys are using the REACH program a lot. Yeah. So is that you're finding that you use the REACH program a lot, or you
look, not because of the demographic, we can't 100% use it. It is hard, but the idea of the REACH program is off market before advertising it on real estate. So we took this idea and we religiously worked on it, and it is working for us. Yeah. There have been so many properties that we sold off market, which was listed with other agencies as well. They couldn't sell it. Yeah. But we...
Because they didn't have a strategy.
Exactly. Yeah. So it is really working for us.
Yeah. Well, as usual, the guys that get to the table, they're humble, but there's very clear things that they do on a weekly, daily basis. And as you can hear, the phone and face-to-face appointments is where the action is for a deal, and it's working well. That's why you got here. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And we might see him again by the sounds of things.
100%.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Just a quick thank you to our sponsors this year, ULR, Land Rover and Jaguar. Each of our salespeople for the month get to drive a car of their choice for the weekend. So thanks, guys.
Long ago, my heart and mind got together and designed the wonderful girl for me.